What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle, and yes, it is the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there? My real Hussle Nation Empire family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be your family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop them videos and y'all get these notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win, all right? And in today's video, we will talk about a $50,000 new small startup business loan, $50,000 personal loan. We got credit cards. We got all these different things that this bank is offering for people with bad credit and people who need a second chance when it comes to banking. They do not pull from the check system. And a lot of people ask me, why are you talking about the check system? What does that have to do with anything? A lot of people don't understand. Certain banks pull from the check system. Certain banks don't pull from the check system. And there's a lot of people out there that's looking to establish, get new bank accounts. Sometimes people have problems with other banks. Sometimes people owe money, banks money. Some people get their accounts closed, a lot of different things, and it goes into the check system, and it hinders people from getting other bank accounts with other banks that do pull from the check system. So banks that don't pull from the check system basically gives people a second chance with banking, and it is they are CPN friendly. So people who are creating legit CPNs get bank accounts with banks that don't pull from the check system, and people who have problems in the past with other banks go to banks that don't pull from check systems. So today's bank, we're going to be talking about PenFed, and they are offering business and personal loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, and they are helping people with bad credit. Now, when it comes to getting established, getting loans, getting funding, you got to understand credit. Credit is the number one money game in the world. Credit revolves around anything and everything that we do, and a lot of people don't understand it and does not take credit serious. And that's what we need to start doing, because it can really change your life. So first we're going to start off with personal credit, because a lot of people are still trying to figure out the logistics and the magnitude of what personal credit does, how to manage it, and how to properly structure it. So your personal credit profile is made up of 3 different credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You have primary trade lines, and these are accounts that are primarily in your name. So student loans, auto loans, mortgage loans, credit cards, installment loans, payday loans, etc., etc. Any account that's in your name. Then you got credit builder loans, you got credit cards, and all these things create your credit profile, your credit scores. 35% of your credit score is built off of your payment history, and the rest is built off the different accounts, the credit mixture, the longevity, and how much debt that you have being reported on your credit profile. Debt. You have good debt and you have bad debt. And a lot of people don't understand the difference between the two. A lot of people hear the word debt and they automatically think it's bad. Good debt is any account that you have on your credit profile that you're paying down and paying off each month on time with no problem until you eventually pay it off. Bad debt is any accounts that you have been delinquent for at least 6 months and that company sells that account to the collection company. That's the difference between good debt and bad debt. Managing debt is how you structure your credit profile. Managing debt is how you build your credit scores. So if you have a high limit debt with good credit, that means you're somebody that can manage debt the right way. You have high debt and bad credit, that means you're somebody that doesn't know how to manage, or cannot, or has not been managing your debt properly. So that's the difference between difference between good debt and bad debt, and the 2 different debts. A lot of people are also under the impression that having zero debt is the American dream and the way to be. That's not true. You need debt on your credit profile to show that you can manage money, especially when you are going to get or trying to apply for any type of loan, credit card, or line of credit on the personal or business side. So understanding that alone will allow people to start understanding credit. A lot of people listen to these quote unquote credit gurus and they say, oh, you need to clean your credit, repair your credit, dispute all the accounts off your credit profile, sending all these letters to the credit bureaus, get your debt down to zero, which is messing up your credit profiles, your credit scores, because all of those trade lines, all that debt that you are trying to dispute that's bad debt is what's making up your credit profile. So you might have a 13-year-old account there, an 8-year-old account, a 10-year-old account, 7-year-old account that's in collections. Those are primary trade lines. And even though those are in collections, once you start paying on them, it will start going back towards your credit profile as good credit and you'll start getting points. So by you deleting those accounts, it's going to take away the age, the payment history, and the debt on your credit profile. So that 13-year-old account is going to be gone. That 10-year-old account is going to be gone. That 7-year-old account is going to be gone. And your next account on your credit profile might be 2 years old. So now you're 35 years old with a 2-year-old credit profile. When the debt that you have already, all you have to do is start paying them off. It might be one account at a time. It doesn't matter. Keep those primary trade lines. Do not dispute your accounts because it's going to be harder for you to get those same accounts because now you have zero debt. Now you're older and they still see that they still going to see that you had these accounts and you disputed them off. And now it's going to be, you're going to need co-signers and nobody's going to co-sign for you. Now you're going to get these secure credit cards and loans where you're utilizing your own money. Most people don't even got no money. So now it's going to be harder for you to actually build your credit profile because you need payment history and you need to show that you can manage money. And now that you're in this position, it's going to be hard for you to show that because no one's going to want to lend it to you. So those accounts that are in collections that's building up your debt, pay them off. If it's one account at a time, 2 accounts at a time, it doesn't matter. Just start paying them off because once you do start paying them, it'll start reflecting on your credit profile's good payment history, and you'll start getting points towards your credit profile, and you'll be getting more points towards your credit profile, vice versa, or credit builder loan, which you get less points. So for my people out there that's trying to improve their credit profiles, improve their credit scores, stop listening to these fake gurus and stop disputing all your credit profiles and getting zero debt because now and also trade lines. A lot of people are under the impression that these high limit primary trade lines that people are offering and selling, even AU accounts that people are offering and selling, that they stay on your account to build your credit profile. No, these accounts fall off after a month, 2 months, or 3 months, and they do nothing to your credit profile. These trade lines are basically structured and built for you to buy. So when you are trying to get approved for a loan, credit card, or line of credit, or anything, or a mortgage loan, those will reflect on your credit profile and your credit profile look better. That's it. It's not to help you build your credit score. So that's what I mean by about you disputing and deleting all that debt right there to turn around and try to go buy more debt. You have to have payments on your credit profile. You have to have an X amount of payments, meaning that when you buy a trade line, it's not going to just automatically boost your credit score 10, 15 points. No, you have to start making payments on that trade line for X amount of time and build that amount of points. You're not going to get 10, 20 points every month you make a payment on an account neither. That's what people also got to understand. So that's why the longevity of payment history is what matters, because the longer you make payments, the more points will add up and it'll help build your credit profile and score. All right. So understanding personal credit, how it's ran, how it's structured, will help you in the long run. And a lot of people utilize their personal credit towards their business credit to start getting funding. They start new businesses, they get it structured the right way, they start building the debt the exact same way, it's the exact same thing, and they utilize their personal credit as a personal guarantor, so basically a co-signer. And to get this type of loan, they're gonna look at their personal credit, gonna say, oh, you got $100,000 in debt, you managing that, okay, we can give you a $50,000 no-doc loan for your new small startup business. This is what people are not understanding. A lot of people utilize their personal credit towards their business credit. Some people don't. Some people utilize their their business credit by itself, by structuring it the right way, building the debt, making payments, and establish a good business rapport. All right. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about a bank that is helping people with bad credit. They got all different type of loan programs, loans, credit cards, lines of credit. They got a lot of different things going on. And today we're going to talk about PenFed Credit Union. Yes, PenFed Credit Union is helping people with bad credit, helping people with second chance bank accounts, CPN friendly loans, credit cards, lines of credit, you name it, on the personal and on the business side. And just helping people do the things that they need to do. So first thing we're gonna go over is their credit card. So they got a PenFed Power Cash Rewards Visa Signature credit card. And then with this credit card, let's look at the details. And this is a personal credit card. And when it comes to credit cards, like I said, you can get cash advances off credit cards. So you get an $8,000 cash rewards Visa Signature credit card. You take off $7,000 in cash. You can do that. So PenFed Power Cash Reward Visa Signature credit card. Cash back every purchase, unlimited rewards with no caps, no categories to track. So purchase variable, APR 17.99, no annual fee, good, excellent credit. This card is best for earning cash back on everything to redeem when you need it. So 2% cash back on all purchases for Honors Advantage members. 1.5% cash back on all purchases. And it just goes into right there. So they got no rotation categories, no reward caps. Spending 100, 1,000, 10,000, or even more, you'll get cash back on all of it. So they got high limit credit cards, like I told you guys, and you can get cash advances off these credit cards. All right. So the personal loans, they got personal loans, they got overview, debt consolidation, home improvement, personal use. So overview on the personal loans. So personal loans made easy. Rates as low as 6.74 APR with auto pay. Flexible loans up to $50,000. Terms up to 60 months. So you have 60 months to pay back $50,000. Check your rate, application status. Won't affect your credit score. So debt consolidation, home improvement, personal use. Why choose a PenFed loan? All right, so loan amounts up to $50,000. Flexible terms up to 5 years. So you have 5 years to pay back this loan. Rates starting at 6.74 APR with auto pay, no fees or no penalties. So no origination fee, no early payoff fee, no balance transfer fee. All right, so they are working with people to get the bag. So how do I apply? Can I use my personal loan to pay off my credit card debt? What rates do you offer? Can I pay off my personal loan early? How will our personal loan affect my credit score? Do I need collateral to take out a personal loan? And it just breaks down those things right there. So example, loan payment example. So a $10,000 personal loan financed at 6.74 APR would amount to 12 months monthly payments of approximately $868.39. Rate is quoted with a 0.25% auto pay discount. Auto pay discount is only available prior to loan funding. Rates without auto pay are 0.25 points higher. All right, so loan amount determines rate and term. All loans are subject to a minimum monthly payment of $50. All right, so that is what they are offering to people on the personal side. They also got business loans and credit cards and things like that. But like I said, sometimes they don't offer those type of loans on. They don't put everything on the website. So they got a lot of different programs. They got a lot of different things that they're helping people. They got credit cards, auto. A lot of people don't know that you don't have to get the you don't have to go through the banks that the car dealerships offer, and you can go through your own bank to get an auto loan. So make sure you guys can check out them mortgage loans, student loans, debt consolidation, personal use, learn. You can learn about a lot of different things. So partners, discounts, wealth foundation branches, and things like that. All right. So PenFed is helping people with bad credit, second chance bank accounts, CPN friendly, get $50,000 personal loans. Go check them out. Make sure y'all got y'all credit profiles together, because you already know you got bad credit. You're going to have a high APR, which means you're going to be paying back a lot of money each month on that loan. So make sure you got your credit scores and everything together before you go apply, and go see what they can do and help you. All right. So shout out to all my Real King Hussle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there is tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke. Let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing them for $600. Yes, $600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the $600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure you guys booking y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats available each one. Any questions y'all want to know, anything y'all want to know, ask me. We're gonna talk about a lot of good stuff. So make sure y'all ready to learn and elevate and grow and have fun. All right. Also, make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gyms. $3,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money when we meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all see on a month-long mentorship, 30 days, 2,500. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my TikToks, my IGs. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.